Surfing's kind of like painting, you can do whatever you want. It's like an open canvas, and I think that's super cool. You just feel free, and every wave's different, and it's constantly changing, and there's so many different waves in the world, and you're constantly like exploring and learning about the ocean, and it's like a sport you can really never master because it's constantly changing, and I think that's why you'll never get old, so never feel like a job. Frick, I'm only 18. I feel like I'm still such a baby, like, you know what I mean? Like, and that's funny to me because I feel like people probably think I am older than I am just because I've been on the tour for so long, and I've been forced to grow up so fast, and I travel by myself sometimes, and I think when you're normally on the tour, you're just going and going and going, that you don't really ever reflect back on like what you've accomplished or what you've done. And I think this year I've been able to reflect on it the most just because I have time to think and look back and reflect on how awesome my life is and how awesome the last few years have been. I have a huge family. We were constantly playing basketball or running around in the yard or playing baseball or things like that. And whatever I was going to do, I kind of always knew since I was younger that I was going to be an athlete of some sort. I just didn't really know what my path was. And then once I started surfing, I just it felt so right. And I was like, this is the best thing in the world. My older brother used to compete, and he's the one who got me into surfing. He gave me a hand-me-down, and that was my first board ever, and I left all of his stickers on. I felt so cool, and everyone was like, that's Luke's younger sister, and so I didn't even have a name. It was just Luke's younger sister. When I first started, my brothers and my dad and people around them always told me, like, you're gonna be something special, you're gonna be something special. But for me, my light bulb moment was when I first came out to California. I competed in the under 12 US Champs, which is like the biggest amateur event. I was so oblivious going into the event. It's one of my first contests, and I ended up winning. I got this huge trophy, I got a sponsorship. My brothers were carrying me up the beach, and I just remembered, like, I guess I'm pretty good, like, and that's when I realized, like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. It was so obvious that moment. That was a light bulb moment for me.
And here's the rookie sensation out of Florida.
She's surfing amazing. It's really a beautiful thing to watch.
Caroline Marks. What a rookie on tour, putting pressure on all the world's best.
I mean, this young lady is just not scared of winning.
Just pushing the limits of surfing. I think it's what we need.
Caroline Marks wins the Boost Mobile Pro, and now sits #1 in the world. Your second season on tour, and you kick off world #1.
So these are some of my surfboards. This one's really special to me. It was my very first pro event win. Fun fact about this board, my brother actually punched it before I even rode it. You can kind of see the dents right here. And then like, there's like this right here, he punched a hole through it because he got mad at me. And I was so mad, I was like, I'm gonna win a contest and say on live TV that you punched a hole in my board and everyone's gonna hate you. And I ended up winning on this board, which is so crazy it actually happened. So this board's really special to me. And then this board is special to me. I won Portugal on this board, which is another event that helped me make the Olympics, which is awesome. Surfing's gonna blow up with it being the Olympics. Even with this year with the pandemic, I think there's so many more people that have started surfing just because city life is kind of on hold right now and everyone's surfing and everyone wants to be by the beach. So I think it's gonna be amazing for the sport, and I'm really excited. It's just being the Olympics, it's brought me so many crazy opportunities. We have such a stereotype still, I feel like Spicoli, like kind of lazy, like surf whenever you want, sleep in, eat whenever you want, just kind of fried in the sun, but realistically that's, at least the athletes I'm around, on the world tour, we're all so hardworking, eating healthy, nutritionists, trainers, like surfing all the time, going to bed early, getting our sleep. I definitely do think we still have that stereotype, but I think with the Olympics, I think people look at us and kind of respect us more just because the Olympics is like the highest of the highest you can reach. So we deserve that recognition for working super hard and being like, a top level athlete. My huge goal of mine as a surfer is to especially as a female surfer, is to really push the sport and to be like that, that girl that pushed the progression of women surfing. And I have the girls like I think Carissa Moore and Lisa Anderson, Stephanie Gilmore, like to me those are the girls that really push the sport, and I want to be like the next generation that's really pushing the sport and leading the way to surfing bigger waves and getting barreled more and doing airs and things like that. you know, surfing's been such a male-dominated sport for so long, but now, you know, I'd say the last 5 years, it's kind of slowly starting to like narrow that gap. The really cool thing about surfing is that they're like the first major like sporting league that's really started that equal pay, and I think that was such a huge push. And you know, we're always surfing with the guys, which I think really pushes us as well, and they've been super supportive, and the gap of guys being so much better than girls is kind of closing, and it's really cool to see. You know, we're all equal pay, we're all at the same events now, and we're all, you know, surfing together constantly, and I think just as much people probably watch the girls as the guys now. I want to like push the progression of women's surfing, whether that's making surf edits or a crazy movie or a crazy documentary. I want to do all that one day. You know, obviously the first thing that comes to mind is obviously world titles and gold medals, but besides that, I think it'd be super cool to like, I don't know, just be on the cover of Vogue one day, or music video with Billie Eilish, Adam Levine would be sick. I want to take Billie Eilish surfing, that'd be insane. So if anyone has any strings, you should hook me up, it'd be cool. Just dream big and do it. Like, you know, you only get, I mean, YOLO, you only get one life. You might as well live it up and have fun. Why can't you go on that big wave? Like, why can a guy only do that and not a girl? I think you just gotta go out there and do it and show yourself that you can do it. And I think that's what all the girls are kind of doing more of. They're just going out there and doing it, because why not?